Number 10, what's the problem?
T squared plus 1 all over T squared.
All over T squared.
Yes.
And this is S.
Yes, that's S.
And you're having trouble getting V.
And A, but yes, D.
You have two choices. You can do quotient rule.
Okay.
What did you do?
I think I did quotient. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the quotient rule?
So, T squared and
The bottom. What's the derivative of the top?
2T.
Minus the top. What's the derivative of the bottom? 2T?
2T, yeah, sorry, yes.
All over what?
T squared.
Which is? So is this 2T cubed minus 2T cubed minus 2T? Harrison, if you're going to sit by her, put your mask on. Thank you. Okay, 10. Isn't it at rest when velocity is 0? So when I simplified this, I got this, right? So what I'm going to do is set velocity equal to 0, right?
Yes.
When does a number equal 0? When the top is 0 or the bottom?
The top.
So what is the numerator of this? Can that ever equal 0? So it never equals 0. Okay? So what is the question on C? Where is it at rest? Never. Now the next one is moving left and right. What is my interval? 1 to 2, positive 1? Okay. Here is my interval. How do I determine left or right? I pick a number in the interval, plug it in velocity. So that tells you moving right or left. Right? So now can I go to D? Oh, you're finishing that.
Yeah.
On D, total distance. Don't I need S sub 1 and S sub 2? So what's S sub 1? 2. What is S sub 2? So all I do is find out how far apart those two numbers are? Well, surely you have a calculator that will subtract them.
Or just the thing.
Okay, so you can't just add 2 and 5. It has to be in the distance from 2 to 5.
Yes.
That's your distance.
That's your. You take the distance of 1 minus where it is on the other one.
So that explains that. Okay.
If I give you this, what does S mean?
That's the speed. No, this position.
The position, right? Okay. Just making sure. This is a weight hanging from a spring. Okay, if I pull it down, what's it going to do? It's going to bob up and down, right? So that's what's going to give it velocity and acceleration. So what I want to know is, for this function, what is the velocity?
5 cosine t.
Do you agree?
I do agree.
What is the acceleration?
Wait. 5 cosine.
Negative 5 times.
Okay. If I said,
Write this down.
5 negative sine t, like Griffin did, and I write that, isn't it going to look like 5 minus sine of t?
Yeah. Yeah.
So be careful how you write. Well, if you do, you've got to put it in parentheses. But it's better to pull your negatives out front so you don't confuse yourself. Okay, be careful. In this area right here is where you can get confused if it's a negative or if you're subtracting it somewhere. So be really careful with your negatives. Okay, could I describe the motion if I wanted to? I'm not going to make you do it. It's going to bob up and down. Do you agree?
How
It's going to bob.
Because she told us.
Because it's a weight on a spring, and if I pull it down, that's what it does.
I thought that we did math.
Well, we could figure out whether it went, it's going to go up and down and up and down, right? All right, this time I'm going to give you a little bit harder one, okay? This time, S is equal to 2 sine t plus 3 cosine t.
So that's 2 cosine t minus.
No, you're not listening. What is the velocity?
2 cosine t minus 3 sine t.
Velocity is 2 cosine t, what?
Minus 3
Sine t.
Dude, I did that without my little cheat sheet.
Oh, because those are the ones that tell me what secant is.
What is the, why don't you listen to me for a minute? What is the acceleration?
Negative 2 sine t.
Oh, sorry.
Minus 3
Plus
3 cosine t. That's
Now, I want the velocity and the acceleration when t is pi over 4.
Oh man.
Okay? T is pi over 4. So right here for velocity, don't I want 2 cosine pi over 4 minus 3 sine pi over 4?
in the calculator.
So velocity is, does anybody remember what the cosine and sine of pi over 4 are? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Radical 2 over 2.
Radical 2 over 2. You cheated, but thank you.
Yeah, but I remember it was on there.
That's
Correct. Sort of helps. Do you all not remember sine of pi over 4, cosine of pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2?
not really. I remember that, but I couldn't tell you the other ones.
So is velocity this? Is it?
I would
Is it negative 2 or is that switch?
Wait, no, it did. Never mind. Never mind.
So isn't this negative radical 2 over 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I would agree with that.
Wow, that is so
Where the negative 2 go?
What negative 2?
That's negative 2.
No, that's acceleration. I'm using velocity.
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
Guys,
Maybe that is the
Makes sense?
velocity at pi over 4.
that's the velocity of pi over 4.
Okay, so we're basically probably just gonna do the same thing, but just the B's that we did with the others, right?
Now what I want is what's called the, okay, I'm done. What's called the speed. The speed is the absolute value of velocity. All right? So what is the speed of this?
The velocity is being
Is speed radical 2 over 2? Remember that positives and negatives just give direction.
Because they're scalar. So speed is the direction. Because they're scalar rather than vectors.
Oh.
So they don't have magnitude direction.
So it's scalar.
What is the acceleration at pi over 4?
Wait, what is the acceleration at pi over 4?
That's what I said.
Well, negative 2 radical 2 minus.
Okay, negative 2 times radical 2 over 2.
Negative 5 radical.
Radical 2 is the answer.
Negative 5 radical 2, right?
See?
Negative 5 radical 2 over 2. How's that?
Alright.
I just hope you don't ask like 5 or 3.
Hold on.
Yeah, stick on it. Stick with
But there's 2 different ones. How do you know which one you use?
Why is negative 5 not or in the numerator versus just being out in front?
Does it matter?
No, I guess not. Well, yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So I guess we're supposed to. Okay, yeah, that's true.
So I can go get an issue.
Oh.
This is S. Now I'm going to introduce the third derivative, which is the jerk.
Nice. It's good. It's pretty good.
Third derivative.
I didn't say.
Do you agree with it?
No,
She doesn't disagree.
You didn't disagree.
I want to find the jerk. It would be the next person that knocks out a turn, I believe.
Amen.
What is velocity?
Negative, plus sign theta. Yeah. Plus sign theta.
Okay.
Then
Acceleration.
negative sine t. Sine t. Why would that one's not clear?
What's the derivative of cosine?
Oh, it's negative, so they multiply. Okay.
Agree?
Yep.
Wouldn't the other one have changed
Yeah.
too?
I think that's
No. What is the jerk?
No, hold on a second. I have a question. Why didn't we change the sign on that one, but not on the last one?
Because it's cosine, not
No, on the previous problem. Go up a page. Please. Why would that sign not change? The negative 3 sine to negative 3 cosine.
Because sine.
What? Here?
No, down here.
Right here. Sine to cosine is positive.
Wait. There was something that I looked at that I thought. I guess.
Back to here. What is the jerk?
Cosine t minus sine.
Sine t.
There you go.
Chris, you got it back. You're back in the biz.
Back in the game.
Back
Isn't it jerk?
That's what jerk is.
Wait,
All right.
what is jerk in real life? What is that? What is the jerk?
What do you think jerk is?
Like,
If you were, yes.
Whiplash.
Whiplash, okay.
oh,
So it's like the acceleration.
Suddenly accelerating and all of a sudden it jerks you?
like a nurse shop?
Acceleration.
Wait,
Like if the car stops, the thing
it's just the derivative.
Yes.
You accelerate.
Guys. I don't know what has you so wired today, but let's kind of, put all this together. Y equals x squared sine x. I wanted a little more difficult one. And I'm at x equals 3. You're going to need a calculator to do this one. Well, you tell me.
Did you have your calculator by set? I've never told the calculation. Always tells me wrong. Okay,
What I want to find is the equation of the tangent line and the equation of the normal line.
okay.
Now, the first thing I'm going to need is
The one.
y. Tell me what y is. And we're going to go 3 decimal places.
1.270.
1.270.
Yep.
Everybody agree?
Amen.
Now, to write an equation, don't I need the slope of the line?
Yes.
How do I find slope of the line?
Derivative and put in x.
Okay? The derivative.
2x.
Wait a minute. Is that a product?
Yes.
So product rule is first times negative, no,
First times,
first times x
Mm-hmm.
plus sine x
X times
2x.
2x.
I'm going to pull the 2x out front. Because the 2x is not part of the angle, is it?
No.
And I don't want to get it confused. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Then we gotta go.
So what is m?
I got negative 8.063.
Okay? Negative 8.063. So don't I have y minus 1.27 equals negative 8.063 x minus 3.
063? I got 63. Why did I say something that had zeros? Just go away. Didn't I?
Is that right?
Yeah.
So can you tell me what y equals?
Okay, so we have 4.27 times, got it, negative, wait, no, hold on, I completely just did this. Plus 1. I got 25.459.
Positive?
Technically, it's actually 460.
Is it? 3 decimal places. You didn't like the way it was rounded?
Well, so whenever we plug it back in, do you want us to use the number that is in it?
They're not going to be that picky. I would have taken on this one 459 or 467. Okay, everybody good with that? Now, the question is, how do I find slope for the normal line?
You take that slope and you do opposite.
Okay, I know it's going to be positive, right? My normal line is, how do I take the reciprocal? 1 over 8.063?
Or you could turn 8.063 into a fraction.
Probably not.
Well, if I did that, let's see, it's a fraction. 8,030 over 1,000. And then, so it's just 1,000.
Guys, if you walk by Griffin Hall, don't touch his lanyard. It was in his mouth, where all the germs are that you're trying to avoid.
You can touch his face either.
Yeah, because he's rubbing his wet lanyard all over his face. So what is M for my normal line? But I don't know what that is.
1,000 over 8,000.
0.124? So I have y minus 1.27 equals, what did we say it was? 0.124?
Yes.
0.124 x minus 3, right? So y equals 0.124x
Okay, I got 0.898.
plus 0.898.
Wait. I didn't get it. That's what I got.